All right, hi folks, another year and another stream. Hope you can hear me. At least all the funny bars are moving back and forth with my voice. Hope everybody's year started out great. And I hope you can't hear this big snowplow outside going nuts with all the snow, making a lot of noise. Lots of folks already watching in the stream, and have a look at folks have already signed up for the fight night. Uh, 213. not sure if you're loud and clear. That's great. Okay. Not sure if we can get through everybody, but we'll see. We have less news this time, so that won't take as long, obviously, because it's not a new era starting. So we'll have more time to do more battles. Do let me know, because I went and fiddled around with the audio settings. Let me know you are muted. Be sure I'm not. let me know if the background music and volume from the actual game is too loud. I'll cut that back down if it's needed. Anyway, let's leave the sign up form open for a while yet. We can get absolutely everybody we can, and we'll probably close it there, and we'll go ahead and battle then signed up. So we do have quite a few, and I doubt whether we'll get through them all. So let's head on to the first part, battle news. So, by the way, you can let me know at some point if you would prefer. Battle news used to be gone through about midway through the stream. I feel as though it would be cool to go through during the beginning. That's what I did last time. That's what I'm going to do now. But any feedback? So, battle news, season 2 upcoming. What do we have in season 2? Well, first thing, there is something new arriving. Show the army better be easy. I tell you, it might not be easy. It's a very chilling army. Anyway, roll wagons coming up. They're going to be available for a limited time, and they'll help you attain unit shards with more accuracy. So basically, you'll be going for wagons based on the roll of unit that you would like. But it will only be with the the traditional units. So it won't have any winter units, the Age of Eternal Winter units, or any of the Festival Veils units. But we need your lineup first. Okay, I can give you a sneak peek of the lineup, so you can start fiddling about with your own armies. Hang on. That's what the army is going to look like. I've got a few questions for you before we do start. We can see if I need to beef it up a bit. We'll have a look at the unit levels in a moment and what power stones are in use. But no power stones in use that anybody else wouldn't be able to have at them. So yeah, you signed up really late. Doesn't matter. The sign up is still open. Have it open until the end of the battle news. And once the battle news is done, we'll see how many people have already signed up, and we'll probably cut it out there, because there are now already more than what would fit. So, and I will shuffle them so they won't be first come first serve. So I will shuffle the whole list. Anyway, back to the battle news. The skin in the season pass is for the Rime Lord, so that will be interesting to see. Don't actually have a sneak peek for you. That would have been pretty good. Anyway, we'll go for it next time. Power stones. So basically, the power stones that are being added or tiered up. Offensive, we're going to get the damage 2, obviously. Common power stone. Then in the defensive power stones, protection 2. And in addition, immunity will be added. Immunity power stone. Then in the movement, speed 2 is being tiered up, and ranged power stones we're getting aim 2 as well. All the other power stones are the same as what were in Season 1. And other changes, as most of you do know, there has been a few issues with the latest era. One of them was R31NO has been causing, he's been overpowered and being able to freeze the whole battle. That issue has now been sorted, and it's a large fix, so can't hot fix it on the fly. So we do have to wait until Monday for the season change update. Don't have it here. There is also the area of effect issue with the artifact. That possibly will be fixed as well, but we're not sure, so it's not listed here at the moment. It's also requiring quite a bit of time, but we'll see. And then also, well, that's it for the battle news. Yep, that was it for the battle news. So let's see. How are the likes going at the moment? Because we already have 55 likes. Okay, so well, we're at 55 likes, and I did put 50 likes. We'll get one quiz. Quiz. Now these are going to be interesting quizzes today. At least the first two. They're going to be based. Well, you'll see what the quiz is in a moment, but and I will be giving you the answers during the stream as well. We'll go through what the answer is after a while. I don't know. We need to come up with a time. How long we're going to have the quiz open? Maybe 15 minutes. And once that time is gone, then I will let you know the answer and a little bit of extra info based on the answer or based on the question. So let me just check that I did mark this as, yep, no response editing. So let's go for quiz number 1. Should be that one. Just quickly check. Yep, that is quiz number 1. Let's accept responses. And here we go, quiz number 1. And you guys can now start. Let's quiz number 1. There we go. You guys can go ahead and start answering that while I will finish off the list. Oh, we have so many. Well, we can leave the sign up open for a while, but basically anybody who signs up after this point right now might not definitely make it into the battles. At least, okay, one more came in. So right after this moment, dropping in as I'm trying to copy these. Just grab those. And I have tried, because I already did some work with this, I have tried to fix, because there are some of you who did not fill out your player tag correctly. And that does mean that you will not be able to battle if you do not enter the player tag incorrectly. And what I mean by correctly is most of the ones that do enter it in incorrectly, they miss out the little @ sign before the tag. That is something at the moment that is needed. Yes, it would be very easy to actually make it that it would notice itself and we could add it automatically. I'll probably do that for next time. And we can stop having that. But then some of you have been entering in your game name, so that unfortunately will not work either. I have been doing a little bit of fixing on the fly here. We shall see. Oh, we we have. Oops. Now we go and enter them in. Oh, well. Not been any chatting. Oh. Find sharing battle order list. The list is so long. It is just so long. Very difficult to really share handily, but hang on. See how many participants we now have. Ooh, 231 participants. That does mean that we probably will not have time to get through them all. Shuffle. Now they're shuffled. And now we shall go live. Okay, everybody ready to start? The first to play will be... Oh, we're waiting. It's still shuffling. Okay, the first to play will be... Hopefully... No, this did not work. Oh no. Oh, we'll let that battle go, but we shall have to start a new event. Well, bear with me for a moment. We shall now participants again. Okay. Everybody. Now. We are going. So, first play will be Death. Let's see. Oh dear. Well, that didn't go too well. At least not for me. So, the army, actually, we didn't go through what the army consists of, but we have Spirit Panthers at level 100 with damage and the speedy boots. Then we have 2 sets of Endless March at level 101 and 100. Both have the same power stones, so we have damage 1, power, the speed 1, and then we have protection 1. And over here we have Frostbloom at 90 level. They're quickly followed by Frost Knights, level 90. Behind them, hopefully, they will be freezing units so that the Icebreaker can come up and break them up once they're frozen. And he's paired with the Frost Wizard, level 67. So, kind of mid-range. I don't want to make this too difficult. So then we have Frost Trap or Freezing Trap. He's there to take care of any assassins you want to hop over to try to take out my 2 Rhine Lords. Level 90, damage and protection on both of them. And then obviously up at the top we have the Frost Dragon, level 100, 2 damage, power stones, and 1 protection. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, this army is going to get crushed. I do have the possibility to make it harder. Go on, shout out in the chat. Do people want it harder or not? I thought this would be pretty hard. I did a few test runs, and I thought it'd be fine. I think we're going to leave it like that. We'll see. We'll see. It does look that way. Ha 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 ha. Oh well, we'll see. Well, I don't know why I picked up the gold and the bonus XP, but right, let's continue. I've got the auto spin on. Oil shipment. Ah, 20 Adonite. Yes! Might as well take that. It's free. There we go. Next up, storing. How is storing going to do? See at the top there, the Indus March did take care of those pretty well. It's not doing badly. It's kind of. Oh well. Well, I'm sensing a theme with this army. Yes! Freezing theme. Cold. Age of Eternal Winter. Oh dear. My freezing trap isn't really doing much to those assassins. Anyway. You know. The... Yes. My army is not doing well. perhaps make it harder. Well, we haven't gone through very many, and those who've gone through, they've won already. I don't know. Should we make it harder midway? Yeah, haven't been very many players yet. I don't think I've won a single one yet. Yeah, harder. Yeah, I think I'll make it a bit harder. Everybody's getting gems anyway. So what shall we make harder? We don't want to make it too much harder. Just a little bit, just to make it fun. Don't worry, everybody's getting gems anyway. Too many ice boy. Well, I mean, not harder. But that's the thing. I've been thinking we need to also somehow break this up a bit. Maybe have 2 different fight nights the same day, or something. Have 2 different army levels that we could then fight some I don't know, lower ranked players. It's an idea I had. Might be interesting. This isn't honestly going to be making this much harder, I think, because obviously with very well placed assassins, then you're going to be taking out all of my cool units. Nah, I don't think we'll make it any much harder than this, and it's not really that much harder anyway. Yeah, nah, leave it like that. Anyway, we shall continue. Don't use the stupid bloom. The bloom can be good in some points. It is possibly a bit slow, but that's something that we're going to be looking at some point. Obviously balancing where needed. Belch cop. Oh dear. Oh dearie dearie. Anyway. You are a cheater. Well, I'm a cheater. How am I a cheater? How am I a cheater? Anyway, no, we're not doing any more changes. That's all the changes we will do. And anyway, I mean, if I lose every match, then that just means more gems for you. So, cool. Is this my first win? I think that was my first win. Hey! How are we doing on that first quiz, though? We have a lot of responses. No, that's the wrong one. We have quite a few responses. Actually, I forgot we need to change. Go for next quiz at 100 likes. Oh, so we already have quite a few responses. We actually have more responses to the first quiz than we have viewers at the moment. Which is always nice. So, I'll give you a few more minutes. If you haven't answered the quiz yet, do answer it now, because I will be closing it in just a couple minutes, and then we shall go through answers, or the answer. And as you know, the question is, for the past 30 days, what do you think is the most used unit in Battle Legion with all ranks included? So that means everybody and all active players. So all throughout all the players in ranks 1 through 16. And so, what is the most used unit? And I can tell you now, majority of you are wrong. So, anyway, we shall go through that. And I'll also let you know what the runner-up and third place are. So, I'll be letting you know top 3 units used by all active players at the moment, or at least for the past month. How are we doing? Yingtian. Very simple buff for your army. Put a druid behind Endless March. Yeah, druid would be good. I just wanted to keep, like, have every single unit to actually be units that are to do with freezing. Actually, now come to think of it, the Spirit Panthers have nothing to do with freezing. They just look kind of, you know, look kind of frozen. Anyway. Does the battle use your first army or the last spun? The last spun army. And for those of you who are relatively new to Battle Legion, if you make any changes to your army, and to any army, to your PvP army, Journey army, Raid army, any army, if you make any change to it, so the layout change, Power Stone changes, they're all safe. But if you make any, like, change a different unit in or out, then it will not save it until you've actually spun. And you can spin any army. So you can make changes to every single army you have, and then you can just spin one of them, and then it will save them all the changes you've made. But if you accidentally make a lot of changes, close the game down, and then return after some time, you'll lose all the changes. So do remember to spin if you do make changes, and to go ahead and spin, and it will save it. And for this as well, if you're going to make changes, if you've now seen the army and see the tactics other folks have been using, you can just quickly go ahead and you know, make changes, and then give it a spin, and hopefully you'll do that before you battle me here. So, the druid has a frozen skin. Ah, yeah, well, it would count then. It's true. No, let's see. Making a themed army, it's pretty cool. Simo GG for president. Okay. Right. Let's see, hey, new community manager. I was able to catch the stream. Luckily, I'm a vet player, once 913th in the world. With pure skill and gravely underleveled units. Why did y'all have to nerf my Firebird? Well, the Phoenix. Well, every unit gets nerfed and then they get buffed, and it kind of changes. And it all depends on basically unit performance. We gather a whole load of data, and that's partly how these questions are gotten as well. Or the answers to these questions that I've made in the quizzes. So but we look at how all the units perform, and if some unit is underperforming, underused, and so on, then we kind of look at how it could be improved slightly to make it more appealing to use and make it perform better. So basically balancing things out. We already reached 100 likes. Okay, we're at 100 likes. Let's close the previous quiz. So it is not accepting any more responses. We'll go through what the answer is and a few more neat little things about that, and then I'll drop in the next quiz. Can we get a 4th army slot for raids? That is something that I would like as well myself. Yes, the 4th slot would be excellent. It is something we are aware of that lots of people would like, and it is something that's missing. We are looking into the possibilities of adding it, so it is known, and we are looking into it. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Anyway, so we had 145 responses to the first quiz, which was, for the past 30 days, what do you think is the most used unit in Battle Legion with all ranks included? Now let's go through a little bit of what you guys answered, and then we'll go through what the real answer is. So 45.5% of you answered Warhounds. Very valid guess, but that guess was wrong. Let's see, next up. We have a tie. 19.3% guessed Archers and Plague Bearers. Both are very good guesses, and only one was right. So, the unit that's the most used in all ranks for the past 30 days is the Archers. Surprise! Anyway, runner-up, second place, most used unit, is the Shield Bearers. Very underrated unit. They do surprisingly well. And then third place goes to the Warhounds, which most of you tried to guess would be the first one, but no, it was third place. Third place for the Warhounds. So, folks are interested in the second quiz, right? Please not speak. I don't speak English. Just link quiz 2. I'm afraid I'm going to be speaking here, and I'm going to be speaking in English, so that's something that I can't do, is to be quiet. Yes, well, the whole meta might be Plague Bearers, but the most unit out of all the ranks, so that's including rank 1 players, rank 2 players, rank 3 players, they're not going to be having many Plague Bearers, so that's all the units. But we will be getting to the next quiz, which might be more down your alley. No. Let's get the next quiz going, because we do already have 100 likes. I'm not just going to take the word. Well, server data. Data is something that quite often doesn't lie. Let's see. Yeah, the link for the first quiz, you have to scroll up, but the first quiz is already closed. It's in the chat, so here comes the link to the second quiz. Rank 1 with Archers, imagine. Archers are the first units that you do use, Archers and Shield Bearers, so I can't imagine it. So, quiz number 2, here it comes. There you go. So the second quiz is now in the chat. If you can't see it, you have to scroll up a bit. There's lots of chatting going on. There with the quiz. It's there. Try again. Try one more time. Might have been a bit slow opening it. Oh, we do have a response in the quiz, so the quiz is working now. That's Google being a bit slow, possibly. I did open it for accepting responses, so it should work. Jasper, interesting army you have going there, I see. Yes, I do, and it's not doing too well. Even though we did buff it after the first few battles, we did buff it a bit, but not buffing it anymore, not making any changes, not changing units or anything like that, so we'll just leave it there. Yeah, if you're still having trouble with the quiz, just refresh it. It is working. I have 39 responses there now. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be tight. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, we'll see. I can see the results of the quiz live at the moment, so. So. But I can tell you, it is what most of you are guessing. There's two options that most of you are guessing, and so the other one of those obviously is the right one. The other one isn't, but quite a few of you are getting it, but we'll see. We'll see. The answer for the second quiz is Sima GG. Well, no, not one of the options. Anywho. Right, well, I shall now change the quiz. We only have 3 quizzes, so I've only prepared 3 quizzes, so that's all we're going to have. Next quiz out 150 likes. Next quiz. Let's see now. Yeah. Oh, demon flowers again. Yeah, and they beat me. They always do. I don't like mind controllers. I mean, I call them demon flowers. They look like flowers and they're. Ugh. Yes, it is a difficult quiz. It can be one of 3, but by the looks of it, I think you're going to be surprised by what is in the third. What is the number 3 position? But the quiz is just on what is number 1. It was the most used unit by rank 16 players. Harder than last week. I think last week I just asked for opinions and stuff. So, well, I don't know. I can't remember what I asked. Just had a presentation on what I had last week. Anyway. Personally, I think MC, but it can be PB and RW2, depending on your build. MC. Mind controller. Mind corruptor. You have to think about it. What is the most used? I mean, rank 16. Do you bump into a lot of mind corruptors? Well, it depends on how high you are. I mean, if you're in, like, for instance, top 10 players, then there's not going to be not much variance in opponents. But, if people use 8 Warhounds in one build, it counts as 8 uses. Yes, it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Yes. Imagine then the whole not top 1,000 using one unit specifically, and we all. Yeah, well. I mean, the archers, they are underrated. I mean, it is a unit used well. It can take down the devourer. I mean, a single unit of archers placed well, then the devourer he'll be devoured. The devourer, that's the unit you get from the artifact, but yeah, it's a good unit, archers, especially in berserk mode overtime. That's archers can take out pretty much anything. Yeah, I think Jasper is onto something there. Mythics can't have 8 units on the field. Yep, no, let's leave the quiz ticking away for a bit longer. We had 145 responses on the first quiz. Already have 137 responses on the second quiz. We'll leave that going for a little bit longer. Again, if you missed the second quiz link, I'll place it up here again, or you can scroll up to find it. There's quiz number 2, the link again. Dinner calls. See you guys. Okay, have a nice dinner. Made me feel hungry now. My dinner. How to put the name tag correctly? Is it with or without at? It is with the at sign. That should actually be in the questionnaire as well. Yes, it is. So when answering quizzes or in the sign up, what is your Battle Legion player tag? You can find it in the settings. Don't provide your in-game name, just the player tag, and do add the @ sign in front. I messed up the sign in because I didn't have the @ sign. If you did, don't worry, I did correct quite a few. So it was easy to pick out those that were missing the @ sign. Those that had just put in the game name just don't have time to search and find and copy and paste and all that kind of stuff. But I did add quite a few @ signs in there, so don't worry. I think it was right decisions to make the units to level 100 plus. Looks much more like Fight Night should be. Yes. Yeah, I was maybe a little too optimistic. I was doing something really cool, but anyway. Rip forgot that. Don't worry, I can fix them. It's easy to fix, pretty much. So if you just missed that sign, don't worry, I can fix that. First time doing Fight Night. Excellent. Try a night. Let's have you here. Nobody's reminded me about my water. Nobody. Is there a list of the upcoming armies? Yes, there is a list, and I can see it. You can't. But the list is just so long. And there's so much other information there. It's not copy-pastable, really. I need to think of how that could be done. There might be ways to get around that, but it's something that I won't be doing now. It'll be requiring some little bit of magic. But I'm sure we can probably manage something. Have it in a form type, and maybe have a form that you could then open. So you are Crucible. I am Crucible. Hi, Rattle Junkie. I just signed up. Will I still get a chance? Oops. I was supposed to close the sign up. Probably not. Because there are so many. So many that have signed up. Oh, and there's so many that have already signed. Oh, so many. There's so many. The sign up will be closing now. We'll see how we get along. If so we get to the end of the sign up list that I've now got in the system, then we shall indeed add more. It does look as though at the moment we are full. If we can look at what point we're fighting. What was that? Thunderhead? Thunderhead. Ooh. Oh, we're actually chugging along quite quickly at the moment. Must be because my army's not that tough. So, we have now, this is now the 61st battle we're doing. Non morto. Usually when I battle, I have fun. The other times I battle, I have a lot of fun. What are your plans to improve this? Well, if you're having fun and a lot of fun, what should we improve? I mean, do you mean new stuff in store for the game, or what do you mean? How, or improve the stream, or not quite sure what you mean, what we would improve. Sorry, no hydrate button on YouTube. No, there's no hydrate button, no. By the way, when will gems get sent? The gems for the battles, they get sent pretty much immediately. The system takes care of the win and the draw gems. Gems for signups, I think for the quizzes last time I gave 50 gems per quiz. They get sent the following day because they require a little bit of manual work, and so they get sent the following day. It's local time here is already 6:45, so it's a bit late to start doing all sorts of stuff on top of the stream. I've already had pretty much a full day's of work before this, so that's why they get sent the following day. But the winnings, the 500 gems for winning and the 250 for a draw, they get sent immediately. Yeah, downside of conditioned army, it's easy to counter, more effective against random opponents. That is true, that is true. This is just something I was thinking of trying out. I mean, look, I got a win again. It's not that bad. So, we'll see. Probably next time I will have a more traditional impossible to beat army. So we'll see. Yeah. Flint. Flint. Actually going to be quite, well, maybe not. Thinking for a minute there would be quite close, but no. No backup for the Rhyme Lords, so it was the end of them. Oh dear. Hey, shall we take a look at answers for the second quiz? Don't seem to be getting any more responses for the second quiz, so second quiz. Oh, he's got one more. So. Second quiz is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quiz number 2 is closed. So, let's see what you answered. 38.7 answered Warhounds. 32.5% answered Plague Bears. And they went correct. So most of you answered Warhounds, and that is correct. In rank 16 for the past 30 days, the most used unit is the Warhounds. And in second place, the most used unit is, as the rest of you mostly guessed, the Plague Bearers. The third place, the third most used unit. Majority of you guessed Risen Warriors. Third place, nope, not the Risen Warriors. After that, 7.4% guessed Minecorruptor, no. Third place does not go to Minecorruptor either. And the rest, yeah, some of you guessed actually the Fortification or the Wall. Yeah, well, the Wall does pretty well, but it's not really near the top 3. But third place is actually, it is a surprise. It is the Crystal Spire. So, those were the answers. Let's see, do we have any interesting comments? Near 800 hours of playtime. That's a lot. That's a lot. Nothing needs improving. Always happy with whatever you put in the game. Excellent. That's good to hear. Quiz 4. Guess your win. Yeah, the win percent. Well, yeah, that'd be a good quiz. Well, it could be quiz 3. I mean, we haven't done quiz 3 yet. Did I say that I had 3 quizzes ready? Do I have 3 quizzes ready? I do have 3 quizzes. The third quiz, it's not one of these. It's more of a traditional type what we had last time. But anyway, let's see. Any other good comments? Nerf certain players. nerf a player. That'd be neat. Player nerfing. The Breath of the Frostdrang is not working close distance. I don't know, it seems to be working. Let's keep an eye on that. I've been thinking about this, and they basically said, don't worry. I've been thinking about what? Oh, the Frost Dragon Breath. Yes, I believe it is being looked into, but I shall bring that up. I shall bring that up indeed. Spam the like button. I want that juicy quiz 3. I don't know if it's that juicy, but yeah. Do you think about adding a feature where you can copy an army and paste it into another army layout? Another player's army layout, or one of your other layouts, like copying a PvP army into the raid or something like that? I don't know. Sounds interesting, but is it needed? Thinking that might be like a workaround for not having 4 army slots. You could have one of your raid armies in the PvP army slot. Well, yeah. think it might be easier, honestly, to just make a 4th army slot, but we'll see. We'll see. Pretty annoying because it's basically a massive nerf to the dragon. Yeah, true. I mean, it's something that needs to be looked at. Well, it's freezing those. Freezing those. They're pretty close already. The Eternal Champions there, they were frozen. Of course, it depends what you mean is close. I mean, is it something that's just right next to him? Those were pretty close. I'm just a few units away. We'll have to have a look. Crucible, last question. Would it be too much to ask if I have already battled or not? Oh, the danger of answering that question is that there's then about 50 or 60 others that ask the same thing. I can have a look at some point. There's a few chats here that I want to look at. How does the faction How does the faction ethical from the new artifact work exactly? It says units can pass through each other. Stuck on my own army. Oh, the ethereal. Actually, there is one thing I did notice myself while testing one other issue. There does seem to be one slight bug. At least thorn guards, if they're placed behind your own fortification, then if you do that and you battle somebody, then they're stuck behind your own fortifications, just like in normal battles. But then if you play against somebody who has the same thing, so the opponent has it, then they do pass through. So that is something also that I have already brought up. It is quite late. There's nobody looking at that at the moment. And tomorrow is a holiday, at least here in Finland. So that will be earliest looked at on Friday. But that's interesting though. So getting caught on some of your own units. There was an issue we raised up about the crows, but it was a bit unclear whether it was the crows that were ethereal or the crows going against ethereal units. So, but it is something we're looking into. Haven't seen you yet, Pyro. Oh, Pyro Bebop. Your player name is Pyro as well. I can have a look in a moment. I feel like the Dragon's Breath takes too long. It should be heading its duration, maybe. Yeah. I don't know about wider. I mean, it looks pretty good like that. But actually, I did just notice, yeah, those... They do freeze there. That is worth looking into. What about to make 4 fields instead of 3, which are now? Yeah, there were the army slots that we were talking about a moment ago. So 4 army slots, at least for the raids, would be very handy. Because there are 4 raid bosses, so 4 army slots would make a lot of sense, yes. Yes. Have a look. Let's have it. Lost a cracked tab. Too many tabs open. Anyway, let's see, where are we going now? We have Matador. If I can just... Go, Matador. Position 89. Still have quite a way to go with with the signups we have in the system already. So we're just playing now Saji. Saji is in position 91. Currently have the list goes all the way down to 231. So we'll see, but I can have a quick look at Pyro Bebop is in position 189. Chat is quietening down. Oh, no. I've left the chat up somewhere. New quiz. Well, once we get to 150 likes, I think we're at 126 at the moment. So we can get up to 150, we'll do the next quiz. For me, the problem with this formation are the artifacts levels are too low. Yeah, well, 2, 2, and 3. Yeah, the artifacts could have been a bit higher as well. It's giving you... Well, yeah. $100. What do you think about making the 4th slot in on the raid? Yeah, well, I talked about that, yeah. I think it would be great. It would be good. It would be good indeed. Although there are two bosses which basically at the moment I'm using one single layout for both. What was it? Yeah, Volcanus and the Wicker, Colossus. I use the same layout for both, and do moderate damage on both. But no, 4 slots. Obviously, it would be nice. It would be nice indeed. No. Fan idea: Saber Wolf, a mythic unit that is tanky and fast, but when hurt deals 50% of the damage back to a random enemy unit. And when it dies, heals and buffs friendly units. Saber Wolf. Well, interesting idea. I don't know, we do have Panthers already. We do have the Dire Wolves. But the working of your idea, that would be pretty cool. That could work on another unit. I think possibly, as we already do have one wolf in the game, and then we have the Warhounds, so we do have quite a few of those 4-legged furry friendly animals. We'll see that. That's actually a good idea. I'll pick that out of there. That'll be something that I shall share with the designers. Cool idea. Go. Shouldn't the Phoenix get immunity to slowness effects from entangling roots? Shouldn't the Phoenix get immunity? When you say shouldn't it, then should it, but it doesn't? As in, do you think it's bugged, or... Not 100% sure about the Phoenix. I don't use it myself. Pretty sure it doesn't have immunity to any kind of slowness effects. Probably you're figuring that because it's not walking on the ground. It's kind of like levitating a little bit above the ground. Well, if you're thinking of it like that, then well, roots can grab things that are just, you know, a little bit above the ground. So I don't know. It is something that I can have checked. I mean, I can ask if it is working, if it is as designed. Pop that out of there to ask and possibly get back to you next stream or in Discord or somewhere. Units in front of the Frost Dragon don't freeze. Needs to be either able to do that or maybe give pulsing freeze aura when firing the breath. Maybe even take away the claw attack. Yeah, I mean, I have seen there are situations here. I mean, there was that one point where there were risen warriors, and it was shooting at them. Some of them were freezing, but not all of them. It is definitely something that, yeah, it is something that needs looking into. Need a better gold sink, maybe in addition to the current unit shard pack, have smaller amount of shards be purchasable with gold. Have elixirs purchasable with gold. I take it you got more gold than you need. Yeah, we have been increasing. Was it during the summer we had a major increase in the amount of gold that's available, but I don't know. Everything's usually tied with gems. You buy stuff with gems, and the idea was that you'd buy gold with gems as well, and so on. But no, I don't know. I think it would get very mixed up as to what you're buying with gold and what you're buying with gems. And the next idea, you could buy something with Aetherite. Aetherite's restricted to the cosmetics, so. Every time I see a community stream, I get random fan ideas. They're good. Send in random fan ideas. Ooh, I like random fan ideas. I've already taken a few, jotted them down or copied them into my notepad. Why isn't all your needless march units dying together? Why aren't they dying together? Oh. Who died together? Shared health pool. Oh, well, you see, I do have two groups, so basically they're getting tangled in to each other there, so it might look as though some of them die and some don't, but they're in two different groups. So if you have more than one group, then they don't share between the two groups, they don't share their health pool. The one single group shares its health pool. So that's possibly one reason why you're seeing some endless marchers dying and some aren't. That's how I've understood it to work. What position am I in? My name is Pablo. I can have a look, but that's going to open up the gates. Alright. Currently you're not on the list, so you probably entered after this current list was created, so you're not in the pool at the moment, but if we get to the end of this pool, then we will be bringing in the rest. And that's only if we have time. It's 7:05. Basically, yay! I won! Anyway, so the stream's going on for another 55 minutes, so we'll see how far we get. If we get far enough, then we'll get in. Most definitely. Being able to buy elixirs with gold would be so nice. Yeah, it could be. Especially if you have the extra gold. Can you check my position? As long as this stream doesn't sink into check me. Nope, I think you're in the lot that's afterwards. Oh no, you aren't. I must have typed it wrong. You're in position 168. Saint Adder 3. Oh, sign. You had the typo. Saint Adder 3. You're in position 168. And we are currently fighting Saeed. Saeed is in 110, so not long to go. So yes, now we're matches, matches, something like that. That was 111. Can I still sign up? I have closed the sign up because there are so many there. We're nowhere near going to be able to get through them all. So the sign up is at the moment closed. Where are we now? Yeah, come on, let's get to those 150 likes. Yeah, we're at 140, not far to go. 3 slot for bounty. That's another one that's been asked to get more slots for the bounty. Definitely, though the bounty, there are so many different options. I mean, the bounty would benefit from 30 slots. But, yeah, it is something that's been asked. We are aware. We'll see. I feel like the roots should be less effective against nature units in general. Man, I'm so far behind in the chat. Let's see if skim along quickly so I can get up to speed. Crewmate journey mode also available after finishing it. Yeah, that's another idea. There's been ideas of either you could just do it again without rewards, or the opponents would be, the levels would be multiplied by something, so it would be harder and all that kind of stuff. Something we're looking into, but we do not have any definite plans on. Where am I on the fight list? Anyway. 177. Still a little way to go. 177. We are now fighting DMNK. I just won DMNK. That was 114. 114. So losing this much is the norm. I thought I was bad at this. Yeah, well, you see, this is just one army, and now if I was normally playing, then I would have already been analyzing where I'm going wrong. Basically, find out what units are dying first and get rid of them, change them to something else. If I constantly see assassins popping up from a certain corner, or most of the time when they pop up from a certain corner, then do something about that. Yeah, I mean, it's just reacting to stuff. And then when you do make a change, then you leave that change going and you auto spin for, say, maybe 20, 30, or 40 battles. And then you look at what your win rate is like. Because a win rate is a sliding win rate. It's not like a total win rate from the first time you started playing, because that would not react to anything at any. So the win rate at the moment, it basically works that it only takes into account a smallish number of your last battles you've done. So, just for an example, for instance, it just takes into account the last 10 battles you've done, and the last 3 have more weight to them. And so what this does is it has the win rate react a lot faster to any changes you've made. If it was done in any other way, then you just wouldn't see changes. You wouldn't see if anything you've done would change much. You still need to do quite a few battles because it's random who you get to fight. And you might get 10 battles in a row with just corner builds as opponents. And so that can then skew things as well. So, yeah. Playing favorites isn't a good look. Crucible, what favorites? Playing what favorite units? Playing favorite units. Well, those aren't my favorite units. They're just freezing units. Have I played Breather? Yes, you have played just a little while ago. You were at 108, so I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes ago. All kidding, of course. Ah, okay, yeah. Well. Oh dear. Still not caught up with the chat. Crucible, you are a sheep against us, not like Ulthar. I can do that. This is a dev account, and I can get gems like that, and units, and anything. I can build anything I like, but I don't know, New Year and everything, I thought I'd just do something with the Frost units and not make it too hard, because there are also players that are possibly even in rank 1 who are attending, so not all the folks in the fight night at the moment. Oh, we're at 151 likes, so we shall be dropping the quiz in just a moment. Let me just catch up on the chat. But as I said, not everybody here is in rank 16 and in the top 100 and so on, so you can't just have an all-out max army. I mean, you have to balance it slightly. But that comes to the point of the question that was in the sign-up form. Should we break this up somehow? First hour aimed at folks in sub rank 12 or 14, and then the second part of the fight night would be for folks in rank 15 to 16 or something like that. It's an idea I'm toying around with, so that would be the answer to that. The other obvious one would be to have completely 2 different fight nights on 2 different days and so on, but there's a time factor here. What can I manage to do? Trading power stones, notice that would be good. Trading power stones would be fun. Other ideas along that line have been too that you could merge them somehow or swap them. Yeah. Let's try it. Just 2 like and I go to sleep. Okay, there's folks wanting to go to sleep already, so let's drop the 3rd quiz. So that somebody can go to sleep. Do I get the link? Oh, didn't get the link. Okay, here we go. 3rd quiz coming up. Quiz number 3. Are you ready? There you go. Third quiz is out of the bag. Yeah, so 3rd quiz is there. It's more of a traditional quiz, just to see what you like and what you don't like. I think Ulthar actually had this question at some point, or he's had it quite a few times, but getting new info on that would be good, especially now that we have lots of new units come in. I mean, just last era and this era, completely new set of units. So. Well, let's see. Let's have a little bit of look at the chat because I didn't quite get up the last ones. Also, it would be nice to have the auto spin tokens regenerating a bit faster. It would all allow people with a job and family to keep them. Yeah, from that point of view, completely valid. Completely valid. Crucible Panthers are useless. They're not useless. They're just a bit tame. Look at that, they killed at least 1 righteous defender there. I'm happy with that. Crucible, your win rate is finally resembling mine. Or... Yeah. That's not good. Be prepared for a much tougher army next time. So yesterday my friend saw me playing Battle Legion and asked me about it. He was pretty excited until he asked me if we can play 1 versus 1. So my question, when will 1 versus 1 player guild mode will be added? Not sure about that. That is another one that's been asked for. Also the kind of clan wars type thing. They would be massive things in the game, and technically so different from how it runs now. Basically, the game at the moment, it's an asynchronous multiplayer, so it basically means you are playing against real people, but your opponent does not need to be live. So the battle you're doing, it is simulated live. You're playing real players, and you're playing the latest army layout that they've saved. So when they've spun the last time, but it doesn't require that they need to be live. Most of these types of games run like that. So. I would like to be able to build up reserve of star tokens. Ones that unlock wagons. Sometimes I get busy and can't spin to pop wagons. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, that would be good. When will festival units drop on a normal way? It's impossible to pay 175 gems per chest. Please tell me this will change, else I quit playing just in this moment. No, don't quit playing. Festival Veil units, they'll be back in the way they were during the Festival Veils era when the Festival of Veils era comes back. So there are, I think, four eras, and they all rotate. So these eras all come back. I can't remember if the Void era comes after the Eternal Winter. Something I can find out from the next stream, for instance. But yeah, the eras actually they are rotational, so they would be getting back. Is Lord Ulthar his personal game account? No, Lord Ulthar. It's actually Lord Ulthar is the player you're talking about, and no, it's not Ulthar's account. Let's see now. Yes, then lower ranked players will wait for the OGs for setups at rank 16 end of stream. Please give more elixirs at higher SR against the bosses. Well, there are. Remember how many elixirs you get. But yeah, obviously, always getting more of something is a good thing, or would be a good thing. I have a feeling that against TG, it's repelling damage to it. What against? Oh, right. I have a question. Is the Dragon Breath considered as distance attack or not? I have a feeling that the TG is repelling damage to it. It's not a ranged attack as such. So this is actually an issue that came up earlier today. I've asked about it. By Friday, I'll have a good answer as to whether it is per design that the Frost Dragon gets damage from the Thorn Guards. The next question somebody have, well, Frozen Thorn Guard is repelling damage. Yes, that is by design. Frost Dragon's hard to use. It's card hard to gain too. Yeah, new units, they'll obviously always need balancing quite quickly. Once we get data, we've had now one season, we're getting into season 2, we're going to start getting data on how the units perform. and we'll be making changes based on that for sure. Why is there a hitbox on the frost flower for ranged units to hit? I think the frost bloom, it activates from damage it receives, so that's why we have a hitbox for a ranged unit to attack it. Pretty sure there are many units to let them pop out of one chest, yes. Pretty sure hit a progression wall completely out of gems and elixirs, no way to kill the raids at level. Echo calls from the elixirs for free to play fashion. Yeah, hitting a progression wall, that can happen. One of the most typical ways you hit a progression wall is when you stumble across a good tactic that works really well, and you progress higher and higher and higher against opponents. But then you'll start to notice that the opponents that you're fighting, their unit levels will start to be much higher than yours. And then if you're not in rank 16, if you're in one of the, like rank 11, I suppose you're at, then you can run into the situation, you break through into rank 11, and then you have rank 11 players who have a lot of different units that you do. They have a higher leveled units that you do, and then you kind of hit this wall, because it's very difficult then with your old tactic to progress in rank 11, but you can't go lower than the beginning of rank 11. So you can run into a wall like that. Basically that then just means that you just have to keep collecting gold and keep collecting shards that you can to get those units leveled up. Or find other good tactics. Join a good clan and you get good shards from the donations. Join our Discord. There'll be lots of folks there who will be very willing to help. Show them your layout, what rank you are, and so on. You'll get good. I just noticed. No, I'm at rank 16 in PvP. I'm strictly talking about raid bosses. Yeah. Well, they just, if you don't have the high enough unit levels and so on, then that can be a problem, and it might be a point where you might want to look at whether the rest of the clan is just too advanced and possibly change clan, for instance. That is one option. Lots of people are very, very happy to jump clans until they find something that suits them, and then if they stay too weak and you advance past them, then you jump clans again. But I do understand lots of clans are very, very tight-knit people, and they get used to the folks they have, and you don't want to abandon them. So that can be a problem. It is something that we have talked about, the designers and so on. So it is. But what to do about it, and that's the other question. Don't want to fix the mine corruptor problem. When one unit moves to the other side, my unit uses my artifacts. Pretty big problem. Okay, well, I mean, this is probably the fact. Artifacts, if they have like buffs or something, then they're usually applied at the beginning of the raid, and that buff is then with that unit, regardless whether they're mind controlled or not. So basically, like I don't know, a battle wagon. If you use the reconstruction hammer, and you have a battle wagon, mine corruptor, for instance, or a mine shroom converts the battle wagon for a while onto the enemy's side, then that battle wagon, even though it is purple and the enemy has it, then it still takes advantage of the reconstruction hammer that you have. So it is per design. It's how the system works. Seems like there's more than 4 eras though. Plague, Void, Veils, Winter, and Fury. Yeah, the Veils era was a new one. So we had 4 and the Veils is a 5th. So that is true. I do not know if one got cut. I do not know, but I can find that out. Annie Viper, you were in a meeting. Yes, you are. Too many tabs again. Annie Viper, you are in position 177, and we are now fighting Honoka. And Honoka is in position 152. Out of all the signups we have in the system at the moment, we are over halfway, but we only have half an hour left of the stream. We'll see. If the air pattern hasn't changed, next is Fury of the Elements. Yeah, probably actually. True. Yeah, Fury of the Elements. Can you guys add challenge a clan mates offline team? Challenge a clan mates offline team. Well, not exactly sure what you mean there. Well, some kind of like a Discord based contest or I don't know. Don't know. The updates about the league system. Yes, it's coming. End of January. Most likely next stream we'll have something about the league system. Fan table also wants some interview or information on it. That would be most likely possible. But next stream most likely we'll be covering, if not next stream, then the stream after, and we'll actually be able to showcase it in the stream. Rather like we did with these new units that we have now. Developer build it will be available, so we can have a nice close look at the workings of the league system. But basically it will be bringing into rank 16 more options for advancing while still in rank 16, but then there'll be advancement stuff within the rank, so that will be good. Yeah, the biggest glitch at the moment is coming up against the new area of effect artifact. Yes, that is a problem. There are two variances of that issue. One is purely visual, and that's where if you use the artifact, say you put your roots, say you have roots, or you don't have the root, you have the artifact in use, you put your roots in, they're big, and then you change the artifact to something else. They'll remain big for one battle. As purely visual, the area of effect area actually does decrease, but visually it remains larger. But then there is the other problem where if your opponent has the artifact, then there are cases where your area of effect units will then get larger, and they stay larger until you restart the game. Those are the two issues at the moment with that, and hopefully we can get the fixes in for the next update on Monday. But we shall see. See, I'm almost catching up. Clan member was 5th with level 5 units, I believe, old levels. About that, you can't have old levels anymore. Not possible. Send in a ticket if you think something's wrong. We can check it out. Abdullah Khatib, thank you for being here. Nice to have you. Probably already left because I'm a bit behind on the chat here. You know, I'm almost caught up. Oh. Pyro Bebop, wonder if I my sign up. No, I think you were there and we've already discussed this twice. We're in position 189, Pyro. And we are now fighting Pepperclot. Pepperclot is in 161. Currently fighting Fabs, who's then in 162. Old quizzes closed. Yes, the old quizzes are closed. Quiz 3 is still open, and that can probably stay open till the end because, well, it can. During the old... during the old level system. Okay. Well, we have had... Just a while ago, we did have a wave of not very nice players. So it could have been something to do with that. But if you had the old levels, then that was quite a while ago. But they should not be affecting us anymore. Nobody's reminding me about the water. Crucible, thank you. I'm at work, so my attention is in and out. In and out of your work, or no? Yeah, understandable. No problem. No problem. Yeah, thank you for the patience of picking up the community streams. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Basically, if if everybody didn't know, then I am in the Crucible, and I've been in the sport side. So I take care of sport tickets and sport issues. And when Ulthar moved on to greater and bigger things, then we had a discussion. We were thinking of what to do, and so I decided to have a crack at these streams, and I'm actually having a great time. These are rather fun. See, how difficult would it be to have a button season where you reset your account, giving you back everything you've upgraded? Like all the gold and all the shards and all the gems and that's actually funny. I do play somewhat PC games and mobile games, and I seldomly finish games. I mean, seldomly get to the very end of them, because once I get so far, like halfway or whatever, or near the end or something, then I think, then I usually start thinking that, well, would have been cool to do something like some way different and so on. And quite often I just restart games before I even get to the end of them. So I understand your idea there to have a reset button. Yeah. Comes there rank 17. Will there be a rank 17? At the moment, we don't have active work or plans on rank 17. That's why the league system is coming. That's kind of, without going into too much detail, it's kind of like making more ranks, but they're all within the rank 16. So it's kind of splitting up the rank 16 into steps. So we shall be looking into that with greater detail. Not in the next stream, in the stream after that. Yeah, nice to meet you too, Rattle Junkie. Dragon needs more power from his breath. Feels like a lizard. Yeah, I have to agree. It's possibly going to be one thing that will be buffed when we do balancing. Not for next season. There aren't any balance changes for next season, but I imagine once we get a few seasons worth of data from the new units, and they will be balanced, most definitely. Who's ideal the bloom? I don't know. Really sure what you mean there. See the weak dragon. Yes, the dragon seems a bit... needs more power, more oomph. Mind shrooms should get up and chase units after a while, reduced effectiveness. Yeah, it'd be funny, have mind shrooms get up and run about. Could randomly run about and then chase other units. Yeah. That's actually one thing about balancing. Sometimes balancing can be done with new artifacts and so on. For instance, the frost trap, something that isn't used too much. It is used quite a bit in rank 16 for corner builds to fight Risen Warriors, for instance. But I imagine the frost traps will be gaining more use because of the area of effect artifact. Because one, it increases the range that it works with, but it also increases its power. And the frost trap, a reasonably high-leveled frost trap, will then be able to, for instance, one-shot warhounds. It's an interesting one. So there are ways like that to balance units out. Hope fire season comes soon. Oh, well, you could imagine Fury. That's coming next, so that's kind of near the fire. Bring back the Bard. Ooh, that's old stuff, that. Ooh. Instead of power stones, why not allow the sharing of elixirs for raid bosses between clan members? This will immensely help lower level player who are stuck against raid bosses. Yeah, pretty much sharing of anything. As shown by unit shard donations in clans, and sharing shards like that. Effective. And obviously, again, you could share more than, or donate more than. Yeah. I like you. Stunning, crows, lightning, and throwers. Yeah, stunning is a very easy way to get through battles. Frost traps are useless against users who equip Necrolord with Risen Warriors. Those skellies that pop up are frozen. No, they don't all freeze, no. What happens there? If you have a group of Risen Warriors pop up right where there's a freezing trap, what happens is they don't all pop up at the same time. I mean, you can capture a video and you can watch it. If there's like 8, then 1 or 2 will pop up, and then you start seeing others, and they kind of pop up at slightly different times. And what that then causes is that the first ones to pop up will trip the trap, and they will freeze, but then the ones that are just popping up after won't get frozen. You can notice that with also with assassins. I believe they don't. Not sure about that. I think at one point there. You notice that assassins don't always freeze. But yeah. There was a comment a little earlier that I think I wanted to go through. But, nope. Been sick and cold for months now. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, wow. This is that time of the year. People usually get the flu. There's usually normal flus going about this time of year anyway. Frost is good for raids. We WH main. Yeah. Yeah, frost is pretty good for raids, especially for instance the wicker. Lots of extra damage can be gotten if you add in something that would freeze the immobile boss or its minions. Doesn't matter either. But freezing, if you freeze a unit, it takes extra damage. Pro tip there. Getting new content soon after the winter season is finished. Oh, well, the winter season isn't quite finished yet. We're only getting into season 2. And then there's 3 and 4 still, so there's still a good over 4 weeks to go for the winter season. Era of everlasting winter. But Dragon Front, it should spray first game. Yeah, well, I mean, I was thinking the Dragon would kind of, you know, freeze things from the back line and let the endless march take care of things. Not really working out how I planned. What's the difference between Faceless and this new Rhyme Lord? I feel like the same units. There is a difference. First of all, there's only one unit in the Rhyme Lord group or unit. But basically, the Rhyme Lord, he's got the freezing side to him, doesn't he? But yes, it is a similar unit. There are units that new units that kind of mimic older units, kind of like the Fire Knights mimic the Righteous Defenders, and the Frost Knights mimic the Fire Knights, and so on. But look at the actual proper description of the Rhyme Lord here. And there he is. Yep. Powerful melee unit that has long range freezing beyond attack. So, Faceless Knight stun, Rhyme Lord freezes. A clan elixir slot would be a neat idea. Yes, that is something that has been talked about. Yes, yes. Clan leader applies it and all clan members get the effects for the raid. Might need to be different elixirs for this slot. Yeah, there's been talk about that. Either a clan-wide elixir or a clan-wide artifact or a clan-wide power stone, something like that. And dinner time. It was fun watching. Thanks. Have a great night. You too. You too. It was great having you here. Have I already played? I don't know. Depends on what your player name is. Mythio, in what position am I in Fight Night? Again, it depends on what your player name is. I don't know if is your player name the name that you have here in the chat. I don't know. All assassins freeze. Yeah, I think they do. Yes, I remember. It was a clone power stone. There was something with that not the clone power stone, the teleport power stone. That had units teleporting at slightly different times. That is actually a power stone that I am waiting for. Teleporting power stone. Pocket League time after this, yeah. Waiting for Freeze Power Stone. Is there no quiz at 200 likes? I don't think we're gonna make 200 likes. I don't even have a quiz ready for 200 likes. I can always really quickly make one. But, somehow, I don't think we're going to be making 200 likes as we have 2,000 likes. We're not going to be making 200 likes. Lots of people are going for their dinners and so on. Somebody was going to sleep. Only Reno and March value. Yeah, part of you thinking Reno is my favorite unit at the moment. Just purely the idea and how it works and what it looks like. Reno is or R31NO. It's my favorite unit. I don't have him here now because of the slight issue we're having with him. So. Pyro. Oh, Pyro, I missed your battle. I was reading the chat. Rain will let you down. Oh no. Yeah, basically I don't have Reno in at the moment because of the little issue that he now and then freezes the whole battle, so not there for that reason. I'll give you 10 likes. No, don't. Yeah, people seem to run off after the third quiz. Yes, they do. So at some point we need to think of how to make a mega quiz at the very end for people who wait for the full 2 hours. Oh dear. Same week next time. Same week next time. Same time next week, maybe. Yeah, Atro. I believe you mean that same time next week. No, I think at the moment, I think every other week is what I'm going for. I don't know. I'm possibly every second week or every week. I don't know. At the moment, every second week feels like a good amount of streams. Reno is freaking great. Freaking great. So much fun. Yes, he is. I mean, it's just a cool unit. I mean, this little... It's like a small fireplace or whatever. Cooking stove and shooting ice bolts. So it's just... Pop, 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 pop. It's just so neat. Can we have some clan rewards for being in top 100? The reward is to be in the top 100 list. Sometimes long extended fights just end eventually and says defeat. They should end in draw if they end at for the time running out. If both sides still have units. But if you do get that, then do get in touch. Send in a support ticket through the settings menu and give all the details possible. I mean, what units both sides had at the very end. I mean, who knows? There could be one unit that for some reason isn't being counted, keeping the battle alive, but then when the battle ends, it's not counted as an active unit. So, I mean, it's possible, I guess. So, trying to judge her. Yeah, I'm making jokes. Ha. Yeah, cool. 72 still watching. Yes, they are. They're still watching. 72. Isn't bad. I didn't have a look at how many we had at the peak moment. I think the peak is usually around first half hour. Quite often. I recommend the win percent for the event. It might have people trying to tell you. Well, the win percent's gone up a bit, 25%. How was my New Year's? My New Year's was good. Yeah. Bad. At home. family. Everything was fine and chill. Almost out of... Oh dear. Good thing you noticed that. We shall pause the auto spin, claim some of those, and keep going. And I shall then pop some more auto spins in. Anyway, that was a good catch, that. The 100 level cannot win even someone at level 60. So we, yeah, well, that's. But I mean, it's nice though that players in possibly lower ranks and so on, and they have a chance at winning fight night now and then. So, the last link of the quiz being posted. Yes, it can. Can indeed. Find my mouse. There we go. I believe this was the last one. That's it. That was the quiz number 3. It's still open. I think with the individual league progression system with rewards, we should also have some clan league progression system with clan leagues. Yeah, I mean, it's an idea, yeah. Well, we'll see how the individual leagues go and go from there. The fact that Dragon can't freeze those assassins is really sad. It's a dragon. Yeah, it does look as though it is not freezing everything that it could or should. It definitely needs a little bit of work. Are the builds of the events like skirmish event builds for the current event, or are these builds random builds for the community? Skirmish. Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah, I understand that now. Yeah, the skirmish is their builds, their actual player builds that are from the same rank that you are in. So a rank, say a rank 5 player, and the skirmish opponents, the 3 opponents you have in skirmish, they will be of rank 5 layouts. And they are random. But they're the same for everybody. So every single rank 5 player will have the same 3 rank 5 opponents in the skirmish. Yeah. No, I don't think there will be a fourth quiz. I think 4th quiz is a no-go. Elshkop, hey people, Elshkop, are you going or just arriving? I fight already, my name is Mario. Mario. Let us see. Mario, you are in position 154. And I think we have passed that already. Let's see, we are now fighting Faramars. Faramars is in position 196, so we have battled already, Mario. But I don't know where Luigi is. Ah, just arriving, Elshcop. Well, great to see you. Great to have you here. Good dragon frontage spray at first spray. More time, more value. Yeah, well, I'm not going to. I mean, some small changes we can always do at the very beginning of the fight night, sure, but not when we're this far along. It wouldn't be fair to everybody, or it wouldn't be fair to the fighters that are just incoming. We've actually got 3 minutes to go. Still 57 watching. That's not bad, not bad. Can I apply for internship for Sage yet? Haha, yeah. We can have a chat on Discord, definitely. Have proto fight. Proto fight? Is our proto fight? Did I really die so fast I missed the fight? Wow. Well, scoot back a bit. I mean, I don't think you need to go far. $154, and if we were almost at 200, then I don't know, 15 minutes back or something. Yeah. What about clan-wide artifacts, which gives buff to all players of the clan? Yeah, I mean, all these are all ideas that are being mulled about. I mean, clan-wide anything. So, artifacts, elixirs, or power stones. So, do not watch the fights. I'm not watching the fights. Well, I'm trying to check out the chat. Too many things at the same time. Look at the chat and look at the fights. But there's not much to say about the fights. I'm losing all the time, so... This is... Ooh. This is going to be close. Oh no. Victory. Yeah. Anyway, about a minute to go. Starting to wind down now. 2 hours already. It's not nice to call people hackers. Yeah. I think I got down to 3% earlier on. Actually, at 40% now, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. This is looking good. Time flies when you're having fun. It does indeed. I'm actually surprised. This is now my second stream ever. Second time live on YouTube, on the internet. So. Oh yeah, Mario. That yeah. Oh, let's see. So close to. Ah, you went back and had a look. So, oh dear. It looks as though you lost. Oh no. Me. Yeah, nobody's reminding me about the water. Yeah, gotta run. Thanks for the stream, Crucible. No, thanks to you. And actually, at this time, I gotta run too. It's now 8 o'clock in the evening, local time. I still need to walk across town, find my car, and drive home. So, all of you have a good one. We will have one more fight. Final fight of the evening. Evening for me. It's Angel. Let's see how this goes. Interesting. If you win, only you will be happy. That's true. Yep, good night, Swift. Oh, I lost the last battle of the night and I lost. Oh. Oh, boo-hoo me. Anyway, thanks guys, it's been great. See you latest back on the stream latest in 2 weeks. Most likely it will be also, yeah, streams I will most likely be doing on Wednesdays from now on. So in about 2 weeks time we shall see again. Thanks for watching.